And welcome to Delaware Live Sports. Benny Mitchell here with Trey Mitchell. We're at Caesar Rodney High School. It's opening day for high school baseball, and we have the Dover Senators and the Caesar Rodney Riders. Trey Mitchell, you know a little bit about this. This has a little rivalry to it.
Yeah, this is definitely a pretty big rivalry. CR Dover baseball. Just a few miles away from each other. You know, don't want to be the team that loses.
But last 3 years, or the last 3 seasons these two have played, it's been a one-run ball game. Talking to Coach Jeff Gravatt before the last night, and he said the one that stung the most was in 2017, where Caesar Rodney led 3-0 for 7 innings, and Dover hits a grand slam to win the game. So
that one's a dagger to the heart.
Yes, it is. Leading off here for the Dover Senators is number 7 center fielder Marquise Guy. He has a 2-1 count here. Trey, as you know, the assistant Caesar Rodney wrestling coach we talked about during the season, he also played a little baseball here at Caesar Rodney. And Trey, you're right outside your where you used to play, left field.
Yep, left. Yeah, that's where I sat. If I wasn't in the dugout, I was chilling out in the outfield here.
And that's Grant Buxton with the play. 1 out here for the Riders in the top of the first inning. Not a whole lot of notes on these two teams. I think the biggest thing is the first time they've been on the field in 2 years. So we've been out of baseball for 2 years, folks. And now batting number 5, Tavion Mccoy. He's the second baseman. Pitching for the Riders is number 13, Alex Bauer. We'll go through the starting lineups here in a moment, folks. We just got off to a quick start. As you know, 4:15 is an early start for us. And a 2-0 count to start for McCoy. The last season these teams were able to complete, Dover lost in the quarterfinals to Cape and Lopin, and the year before that, 2018, they lost in a heartbreaker, and there's a foul ball straight back. Again, to Cape and Lopin, who won the state title that year. 2-1 count here for McCoy.
Couldn't ask for a better opening day of baseball, though.
No,
Beautiful
absolutely.
weather out.
Beautiful. Three-one count to McCoy. And fouls it away, makes it 2-0 count, full count for McCoy. For the Riders today, at first base, Jacob Armstrong. At second base, Graham Buxton. At shortstop, David Dill. At third base, Mason Reed. And while we get this next pitch, and there's another one foul straight back. In left field, we have Tate Wisniewski. In center field, Andrew Rigby. And in right field, Jackson Monroney. The catcher, Nathaniel Garrison. And your pitcher for today, junior Alex Bauer. So full counts here, 1 out for the Senators in the top of the first. What are these schools, Trey? 8 miles away, 8 to 10 miles away?
Yeah, it has to be less than 10.
And that's going to be a strikeout for Bauer and 2 outs for the Senators. That's going to bring up the bat number 13, Alec Rodriguez. He's the left fielder. Left-handed batter. And in the dirt, ball 1. Head coach for the Dover Senators, David Gordon. And for the Caesar Rodney Riders, Jeff Gravatt. Gravatt in his 5th year, but 4th season, as you know, last year, no spring sports in Delaware due to COVID-19. But it looks like we're just about over COVID-19. Try to understand, you're halfway there to being immunized, correct?
Halfway there, about another 2 weeks till I get the second one. Waiting for that invite.
And there's a base hit into right field. And he's going to keep it right to a single. Does Rodriguez.
Nice little rip there.
Yeah, right down the line, over the head of the first baseman. Armstrong tried to get some bunnies, but just not enough as it goes down the right field line and puts a runner on first base for the Riders. Excuse me, for the Senators. Now at the bat, that brings up number 23, Leandre Brittingham, the first baseman. Another left-handed bat in the lineup for the Dover Senators. Strike one to Brittingham. Two unique mascots here in the center of Delaware. Not too many Senator teams around. Dover coming from the state capital, getting the moniker Senators, and the Riders coming from Caesar Rodney.
I don't know of any other.
I don't know if there's another rider, even maybe nationwide. Maybe Rough Riders, but not Riders alone, symbolizing the ride of Caesar Rodney to Philadelphia. 0-2 count here on Brittingham. And he's a ground ball too short. It's going to be scooped up. Goes to first base with 3 outs. And that's clears the inning for the Riders. Folks, we'll be right back with the bottom of the second here. No score from Caesar Rodney High School. And back for the bottom half of the first inning, and coming to bat for the Caesar Rodney Riders will be Jacob Armstrong, the first baseman, followed by Andrew Rigby, the center fielder, and David Dill, the shortstop. In the field for the Dover Senators, playing center field, Marquis Guy. In right field, Joel Gray. In left field, Alec Rodriguez. And then in the infield, first baseman Leandre Brittingham, second baseman Tavion Mccoy. At shortstop, Hunter Chambers. Third base, Brandon Yoder. Your catcher, Connor McPhail, and the pitcher, number 8, Brandon Snyder, left-hander for the Dover Senators. A lot of changes here at the Riders Complex, Trey, but not so much here in the baseball softball area. The field's still in the same place and same pretty good condition.
Yeah, they take good care of their complexes here. They've added around in the practice fields and stuff. Years ago they added Legends Field, but baseball and softball, they're still standing, but taking very, very good care of them over the years.
I want to thank Athletic Director Bob Braun for getting us up and going today. Weren't sure what we were going to get, but we did have electric coming off the scoreboard, and that's why we're in left field. So here we go, the Riders, leading off for the Riders. The first baseman, number 11, Jacob Armstrong. First baseman leading off. Not a position you see.
Guessing high on base percentage.
Yes, I would say so. And we have strike one for Snyder.
I've noticed that in the major leagues, some teams are getting away from speed at the top. They're more focused on base percentage. Now, if you have a guy that's fast and gets on base, that's great.
And swing and a miss for Armstrong, 0-2 count. Snyder, not big in size, but he's up 0-2 on his first batter. Coming from the left side. And they're going to go 1-2 to Armstrong. Riders have been to the tournament the last few years. The last significant run they made would probably be 2011. When they went to the state semifinals.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, you would have been.
I was sitting in the dugout watching. Yeah.
And then the Senators just 2018 were in the semis. Lost a heartbreaker to Cape. Cape went on to win the state title. Ground ball to third base, off the chest, scoops it up, throws no throw there, no play. And Armstrong reaches first base.
That's why they call it the hot corner.
Nice job getting in front of it, knocking it down, but just a little too much to handle there.
Yeah, I think knocked it down, saved it from potentially a cheap double there if it dribbles,
Yeah, a
away
lot of space down there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the dimensions of this outfield are. I know center field is probably 400, at least every bit of 400.
Yeah, center field's deep. The corners are a little shorter. I want to say around 350, 375 in that area.
Right.
Maybe a little closer to 350. It's been a while.
Now at the bat, number 6, Andrew Rigby, center fielder. Thought we might see him on the mound today. His brother pitching for Delaware State, Ryan Rigby. And swinging a foul ball for Rigby. Andrew, only a junior. And he's what Coach Gratt calls their big dog. He'll be their varsity starter most of the season on the mound. Pitched as a freshman, as a reliever. And swinging a miss for Rigby. He goes down 0-2.
I do know the Rigby brothers do love their baseball,
Yes,
and they work
do.
very, very hard at it.
They play a lot. I like the Dover uniforms, Joe. Very Dodger-esque.
Yeah, they do got a little Dodgers vibe to
a
them.
little bit of the Los Angeles Dodgers uniform. I like that with the red number on the front.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch, and a stolen base attempt.
Safe.
And he's going to be in there. Stolen base for Armstrong. So gets on base, plays the first, and can run. 1-2 count for Rigby here. Bottom of the first, no score, no outs. Man on second for the Riders. And checks his swing, but fouls it over to the dugout. Still 1-2 on Rigby. You're watching Delaware Live Sports. This is I know it's my first attempt at baseball, folks. We did a lot of football, a lot of wrestling. And McPhail's going to go to the mound and have a talk with Snyder. Maybe a little mix-up on that last pitch. Coach Gratt actually was one of your coaches as a JV player, Trey.
Yes, he was an assistant coach I believe, freshman, sophomore year on JV.
So he's been around the Riders for about 10 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Former player for Caesar Rodney now. Teaches driver ed.
Yep. Right out of college, he started coaching at the high school, so he's been around for a minute.
Here comes the pitch to Rigby, and he's going to knock it down on the ground, get it over to second base, and Tavion makes the play, but he's going to move the runner to third base, so he does move him over. So 1 out for the Riders. That brings to the plate David Dill to the shortstop for today. I believe sometimes catches for Caesar Rodney. Armstrong moves over to third base. 1 out. Pitch to Dill. It's going to be
drop right through the zone, it looks like.
I thought it was a little low, but I'm also 400 feet away. 0-1 count to Dill. And swing and a miss, 0-2. Fooled a little bit on that pitch. You see the whole head, and we could see his face as he looked down there left field as the pitch dropped on him.
It definitely got out in front of it there. Dropped away right away from him.
And it's fouled back. Still 0-2. A lot going on here today. Got softball to our right. We got a girls' soccer game going on in the women's stadium, and I believe there's going to be track and field going on. So
I believe track and field's going as well, yeah.
Right, a lot of stuff going on here at Caesar Rodney High School. Kids are back on the fields. Got to love it, folks. We're going to get a full season of high school spring sports here in Delaware. Ball inside, 1-2.
Which I'm sure these athletes are very grateful for.
You got to be.
It's been a long time coming.
Delaware did a good job of getting everything back together. Short, hyphenated season for the fall and the winter. And then the kids that didn't get anything last year, they're getting a full season this year.
Yes, definitely.
We've crowned state championships in every fall and winter sport so far. And that ball hit to right field. And it's going to be caught. But Armstrong could be able to tag up and score. So an RBI for Dill.
Sorry, I missed that. When that ball was traveling faster, I can move out there. That was a beautiful shot down the line.
The Riders go up 1-0. Yeah, as we said, folks, this is our first attempt at high school baseball. So that's going to bring up number 13, the pitcher, Alex Bauer, a junior.
We'll say that last at bat. Great at bat by David Dill.
Yeah,
doing his job.
puts it in the right field. Easy run in for the Riders. They go up 1-0. And foul ball off to the right. Going to bring up a 1-1 count. Pitcher batting in the 4 spot.
Tell you what, these Riders are eating up that count too. They're making a lot of pitches.
Yes, they are. Ball low. Be 2-1 count to Bauer. You know, this whole season, Rodney Athletic Complex try. I know you went to school here, but I mean, beautiful, beautiful sites. They know somebody in the brick business because all the outdoor stadiums are in brick.
Yeah, they are.
That's going to be scooped up by the third baseman, number 1, Yoder, gets it across, and that's going to be 3 outs for the Riders. And we're going to move to the top of the second inning with a 1-0 score for the Season Riders. Folks, we'll be right back. And here we are back for the the top of the second inning. The Riders lead 1-0. Courtesy of a sacrifice fly by David Dill to right field. Batting for the Dover Senators, number 12, Hunter Chambers, the shortstop. And he goes after the first pitch he sees. Fouls it back, strike 1. And the pitch to Chambers is low inside. Ball 1-1 count. 7 innings coming your way here from Camden, Delaware. No rain in the forecast, so we should only have to fight the sun today. And there's strike 2 to Chambers. Not sure how deep the Riders pitching staff goes. I know Rigby's their ace.
Yeah, I don't know too much about the team, to be honest with you.
I was talking to Gravatt here for a fly ball to right center, ground ball to right center, base hit. So that's the first hit of the game for the Senators.
Right up the middle. Can't hit one any better than that. Means you're right on time.
That's going to bring up Yoder, the third baseman. And Bonatemp's going to get away from the catcher. And Chambers is going to advance to second, but that's it. Brings up a 1-0 count to Yoder. No outs here in the top of the second. Ran on second. Riders lead 1-0. And the pitch to just fly ball to here to the gap in left center. And that's going to be off the fence. Wisniewski to the fence, gets it into the cutoff. And that's going to score a run and tie the game up. Double by number 1, Brandon Yoder.
Beautiful hit. One hop the fence. Beautiful, beautiful hit. You got to like it. 2 swings equals a run.
Ties it all up. Another hit for the Dover Sounders. And that's going to bring up Brandon Snyder, the pitcher. 3 left-handed bats in the Dover lineup. Low and ball 1 to Snyder. Yeah, I imagine one of the first big hits of the game coming right at you. A little tough to get on camera.
Yeah, yes. I think I did better with that one than the one down right. I'll get there, folks, I promise. Dover dugout's getting some
Yeah, well, he had to step off the mound. Bauer had to step off. Dover maybe feeling having a little rattle after the big hit. Ground ball in the dirt. It's going to get to the backstop. Runner's going to advance.
No, I'd have to agree with him. Some mistakes are happening here. Big hit.
So runner advances to third with no outs here in the top of the second. All tied up at 1. There's a ball hit to center. Rigby under it. And now looking to go home. And Dover's going to hold the runner. Wow. So the arm, we're giving a little respect to the arm of Rigby.
Really respecting that arm. It was a nice throw, too.
So 1 out for Caesar Rodney, or for Dover here in the second inning. Brings up designated hitter Austin Turner, number 15. He's batting for the catcher, Connor McPhail. And now 4 left-handed bats. And that ball's going to be a little high. Ball 1 to Turner. And ball high, 2-0 to Turner. Bauer's been with the varsity since his freshman year. Good velocity. He's also plays shortstop when not pitching. And that's going to be a 3-0 count. Man on third. Wouldn't hurt too bad. A walk here wouldn't be too awful bad as long as you don't let him capitalize off it.
Yeah, walk's a lot better than a base hit here, I'd have to say. Just like you said, can't capitalize on it.
And that's going to be ball 4. It's going to put runners on the corners. And it looks like must be Candeloro out there to talk to his pitcher on the 4 straight balls. Folks, we'll be bringing you mostly baseball and softball downstate here on Tuesdays. Have a couple Rider games on there and some Caesar Rodney softball. We'll try to hit a little bit of Sussex County events on Tuesdays. And I know the rest of our crew will be bringing you some lacrosse action throughout the state. Jason Winchell just sent out a lacrosse schedule about a week ago. And then Glenn Fraser, he's our softball guru. He'll be bringing you some top 10 softball action. I don't know that we have rankings out yet for baseball. As like I said, really hard to tell who is who coming into the season. But I tell you who's up the bat right now is number 4, Joel Gray, the right fielder for the Dover Senators. Runners on the corners, 1 out. And that's going to be a hit batter. And that's going to load the bases. Seth goes back to the top of the lineup. Marquise Guy, he grounded out on his first at-bat in the top of the first. Bases loaded, 1 out. For the Senators, fouled straight back. Strike 1, 0-1 count, 2 Guy. There's a ball hit the center field. Rigby in on it. He's going to have to let it bounce. One step hop and he's in. And that's going to be an RBI single for Guy. So the Senators take the lead 2-0. And that's going to bring up Tavion Mccoy. Tavion Mccoy, Coach Gordon said Blue Gold football player, was all conference in football, so 2-sport athlete for Dover. Time called at the plate. Ball 1-1, or so 1-0 to McCoy. And he's going to leave it up 2-0. So Bauer struggling here in the second inning. Dover's taking a 2-1 lead in the inning. Now bases loaded and a 3-0 count to the batter. And it's a strike to McCoy, 3-1. And foul back. Full count to McCoy. McCoy last time out struck out swinging. And that's going to be a walk, so bases loaded walk to McCoy. Brings up Rodriguez, who had a hit in the first inning. 4-year member, all-conference outfield. And he's committed to Delaware State University. So we're going to have a pitching change for the Riders as they trail 3-1. And folks, we're going to take a quick commercial timeout. We'll be right back at your score at the top of the first, or top of the second. Dover Senators 3, Cesar Rodney Riders 1.
High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware. They now operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 locations throughout Delaware, and 2 locations in Maryland. B-Dubs has weekly and game day specials on their delicious food and beverages. Stop in one of their convenient locations today. The Stone Balloon Ale House features a unique blend of crafted food and an array of spirits, all flavored with a dash of nostalgia. Our culinary mantra is comfort food playfully reimagined, and we prepare seasonal favorites that strive to please the palate and resurface a memory. Limestone Barbecue, from our mouth-watering Texas-style brisket, fall-off-the-bone chicken, and St. Louis ribs. Southern-style sides, mac and cheese, baked beans, cornbread, sweet tea, and our homemade pickles. Be prepared as your bread will be your napkin. Yup, we are that kind of barbecue. Expectation. You'll have a tough time choosing between our exclusive dishes to help get you through the day. French toast, French crepes, Belgian waffles, and of course, our famous Eggs Benedict. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality. High Five Hospitality.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Soto Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group with 12 locations in beautiful coastal Delaware. Come check us out. At Soto Concepts, we believe in cooking beautiful, simple food, developing the people we work with, and making the world a better place. Come visit us this fall for our great off-season specials, like half-price entree night and crab cake night. With 12 locations on the culinary coast from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island, we have something for everyone. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Soto Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group with 12 locations in beautiful coastal Delaware.
And welcome back. We have some changes here. Andrew Rigby's going to move to the mound for the Riders, the left-hander. And it's going to move Dill to catcher. Bauer will go to shortstop, and Nathaniel Garrison will move from behind the plate to center field. Folks, it's almost that time. Louis Pizza, home of the grinder, in Rehoboth Beach, 11 Rehoboth Avenue, just steps away from the beach and boardwalk. They're going to be opening up here real soon. So I'd like to thank them for their sponsorship throughout the sports year. So here we are, bases loaded for the new pitcher, Andrew Rigby, up to bat. Number 13, Alec Rodriguez, who had a single in the first inning. And ball high for Rigby. Rigby is the ace for Caesar Rodney. And that's a ground ball to first. It's going to get through down the line. 2 runs are going to score. And going to hold him to a single. So 2 RBI single for his second hit of the game.
That's twice he's put one down that line,
Right down the line both times, yes. So the walk and the hit batter are coming back to haunt the Riders. 1 out, men on the corner. And that's going to be strike 1 for Rigby. Brittingham up the bat. He grounded out to short to end the last inning. And strike 2. And ball inside. 1-2 count for Rigby. Rigby holding the ball a little extra long right time. See if there's going to be a play on by the Redover Sounders with Rodriguez at first. Try to avoid that double play. The ball can hit straight up out here to left field. Wisniewski after it, can't get to it, hits the ground, it goes to the fence. Rodriguez is going to try to score from first, turns the corner. And that's going to be a double for Brittingham.
Lefty going oppo, using the line.
Yes, he did. He went straight down the line. We can see it right here.
Great effort by Wisniewski.
Wisniewski did get over there, got down, just ran out of real estate. So Dover making the best of this inning. I think 4 hits so far in the inning. a walk and a hit batter. And that's going to bring up, as we turn over the lineup, Chambers.
And Dover's using all parts of the field. They've put 2 up the middle,
Yeah.
1 down right field, 1 down left field.
And if you count Rodriguez is in the first, 2 down the right field line.
Yep.
So. Runner on second, 1 out. And foul ball to Chambers. 0-1 count. Wind picking up here, blowing towards us, towards left field. Kind of from right field to left field. It's very strong wind. You can hear it in the mics. And that's a ball to Chambers, 1-1. Dover Centers always seem to bring a pretty good baseball program to the field, historically. Swing and a miss.
Took a hack there,
Yeah,
didn't he?
big swing, yes he did. 1-2 count. Gee, he wants to get part of it. He had a single in the first inning.
Yeah, he's trying to get that. He's trying to get his runner in.
That's going to be ground ball too short. Picked up by Bauer, thrown over to first. He's going to get the first out, or the second out of the inning. Moves the runner over to third. 2 outs here for the Riders. It's going to bring up the bat, the third baseman, Yoder. He flew out to center field, his first at bat. And goes to short left fly ball to left field. Wisniewski after it, slides and makes the catch.
Great catch.
So Tate Wisniewski gets the third out of the inning. And but the Riders, the Centers are going to get out of here with 7 runs as they go up 7-1 here in the second inning. Folks, we'll be right back. And welcome back. Bottom of the second inning coming up here, folks. Arenas Deli, 7 locations throughout the state. Downtown Rehoboth Beach, Arenas Cafe on Highway 1 Rehoboth, and in Lewis at the Village of 5 Points, at the airport in Georgetown, Long Neck, Milford, and their Newark location on Main Street. Hey, get out to Lasher's Barbecue on Long Neck Road in Millsboro. Lasher's Barbecue, hey, they're getting piggy with it. So, folks, here we go, getting ready to start this bottom of the second. Big second inning for the Dover Centers, 7 runs. They brought 11 batters to the plate. The Riders had to switch pitchers, and now the Centers give a little cushion to their pitcher.
Pitcher's got to have a lot of confidence. The
Snyder.
team gave him a nice big lead. Now be a little free and just, deal.
Leading off for the Caesar Rodney Riders, Mason Reed, third baseman. Yeah, it's going to be a ball inside to Reed. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, folks. W-R-E-D-E. 1-0 count. And hits the batter. He's going to get up at free base. So the Dover took advantage of their hit batter. Let's see if the Riders can do the same. It's going to bring up Colson Bennett, the designated hitter, number 27. And pickoff attempt. Brittingham able to reach over and bring it back in. Left-handed pitcher's tough to get rolling, especially with the middle of your order. That's going to be fouled straight back by Bennett. 1-0 count. Looks like the Riders have switched sides of the field, Trey, since he played. They're now in the third base dugout.
I noticed. That was one of the first things I noticed getting out here in left field. Used to be in that first base dugout. It makes sense because the batting cage is right here down the left field line.
I'm going to assume that was a ball. I didn't see the arm go up. So 2-0 count to Bennett. No outs here. Runner on first. Bottom of the second. And ground ball, foul ball down to the third base coach. Coach Gravatt showing his hands. Properly fielded the foul ball down there.
I believe he was an infielder through college, if my memory serves me correctly.
2-1 count to Bennett. That's going to be low and away, 3-1. And another foul ball by Bennett to make a full count. Snyder's got a little something on his ball, Trey. I don't know if it's moving in or it's moving down.
Definitely has some movement.
He's got some movement because he's causing a lot of, like, not sure they want to swings.
And a lot of foul tips, too.
Yeah. Full count, no outs. And delivery from Snyder is going to be ball outside, and we must have missed a pitch there because and swing and a miss by Bennett, and that's going to be the first strikeout for Snyder. 1 out. And that's going to bring up Jackson Monroney, right fielder for the Riders. And check, swing, strike. 1. You're trying to get a feel for who's who this year in baseball, Trey, and nobody could really give me an answer because these kids haven't played baseball in 2 years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
These are basically JV teams. For 2 years, not JV teams now, don't get me wrong. They were JV teams 2 years ago. Yeah. Strike 2, Monroney, 0-2 count.
Yeah, imagine a handful of guys on each team. I mean, I really haven't seen a lot of varsity action.
Right, because they didn't get any summer ball. The parks were closed down. Fall already didn't, the fall things didn't open up until it was too cold to play baseball around here.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a strikeout looking to Monroney, 2 outs.
Dover's pitchers buckled down here.
Yes, he did. Hit the first batter. Gave up a run last inning, but that has kind of been it. And that's going to bring up number 1, Nathaniel Garrison. He's now playing center field. Started off catching before the pitching change. 2 outs here for the Riders. And pickoff attempt by Snyder. And strike 1 to Garrison. Folks, you're watching Delaware Live Sports. I'm Benny Mitchell with Trey Mitchell, live from Caesar Rodney High School, bringing you some Henlopen Conference High School baseball on a beautiful but windy Tuesday afternoon. Ball fouled off to the right side, and Birmingham's going to run out of room. 0-2 count to Garrison. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled and caught. Strike 3. And Garrison goes down, and so do the Riders. So, folks, at the end of 2 complete, Dover Senators 7, Caesar Rodney Riders 1. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Caesar Rodney High School. Citadel Concepts brings you our broadcast here in Southern Delaware. Chef-driven restaurants on the culinary coast in Southern Delaware. We have a new pitcher on the mound. That's sophomore Cameron Lawson, number 31. We'll check when they come around the bat to see who he is in the lineup for. And, of course, being out here in left field, we don't get those changes. But we'll try to keep you up to date. We move to the bottom of the second inning. Top of the third inning. And up to bat is number 8, the pitcher Snyder. Takes the ball on the first pitch. So third inning, Riders already using 3 pitchers. I'm sure the pitch counts, I believe, are low. Fly ball to center, and that's going to get over the head in the gap. Wisniewski's going to go. No, it's going to be Rigby gets to it, brings it in, but that's going to be a stand-up double for Snyder, the pitcher. So Dover wasting no time getting back on top, getting runners on base here in the third inning. That's 2 balls. They've one hop to the fence here, trying the left center field gap.
Yeah, they're hitting their gaps.
Dover on the ball right now.
And 3 different pitchers too. So it's
right.
not like they're not getting used to one pitcher. I mean, they're reading 3 different pitchers and still doing damage.
And we're going to get a courtesy runner here for the pitcher. It looks like number 3, Cole Green. So no outs. Runner on second. That brings up the bat number 15, the designated hitter, Austin Turner. He reached on a walk in the second inning.
Guess they were checking to see if he touched first base.
Appeal denies. Here we go. Lawson and going to step off. and wants to talk to the base umpire. And he calls him out.
Oh, wow.
So that becomes a single now, and 1 out.
Now the Dover coach like to have a word.
Great.
Rightfully so.
Guess we'll have to give the put out to the first baseman.
So I wonder why Coach Gravatt had to come out today.
Yeah, and that must be a rule. Maybe that's a rule change. I don't know.
Yeah.
Haven't read a baseball rule book in quite a while.
I don't think the Dover coach is too happy with a few people there, but that's okay. We're going to keep playing.
So 1 out for the Senators. And Turner still a bat. And ball low in the dirt. Ball 1. And second pitch low for ball 2. 2-0 count, 1 out here in the top of the third. Dover Senators lead 7-1. And strike 1 to Turner. 2-1 count to the designated hitter. And fouled back. And it's going to be a 2-2 count for Turner. Wind's starting to pick up here, folks. And it's blowing, now it's blowing more towards straight dead left field. So Trey might have to duck on any fly balls coming this way.
I am in a sweet spot, aren't I?
Yeah, ball high, full count. They have been hitting to the gap, though, so you might be lucky.
I didn't bring my glove today, so I don't know. We might be in some trouble.
Just protect the camera. That's all.
Yeah, right.
And foul ball, foul away. Still full count for Turner. His first at bat, he reached on a walk. And ball in the dirt, ball 4. That put a runner on first, 1 away here in the third. That's going to bring up number 4, the right fielder, Joel Gray. And a bunt attempt. Going to be strike 1. Oh, 1 count here to Gray. Swing and a miss. Brings strike 2. And ball hit to left field, and it's going to get down. And foul ball. It's a long call for that with the 2-man crew.
Yeah. Ball got out here pretty quick, too. So
It did.
It's a tough call.
Wisniewski kind of slowed up on us. So you can't tell it was going to be a foul ball. 0-2 count to Gray. And another one up in the air. And under the third baseman, number 21. And that's where it looks like the change has been made. Mason Reed. That was Reed. So pop up to the third baseman, and it's going to be 2 outs. And we get right back around to the top of the order with Marquise Guy, who's 1 for 2 on the day, reached with a single and grounded out in the first inning. And ball high. So Guy has been up in each inning so far for the Senators. And Lawson with the delivery. And looks like it will be a ball outside, 2-0 count. And strike one to Guy, 2-1 count. Stolen base attempt, and it's going to be a strike and a stolen base as Turner gets to second. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. And swing and a miss. So the Riders are going to get out of it with no damage done this inning as they trail 7-1 going into the bottom of the third, folks. We'll be right back. You're watching Delaware Live Sports High School Baseball.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries, and home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money, and who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Juwan Johnson and find out how you could start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right.
It's a challenging market. You're well aware of that. Edward Jones is too, which is why we're here. Ready to listen and ready to help you find opportunity, something we've been doing since 1922 in good markets and bad.
So, let's talk.
Edward Jones, it's time for investing to feel individual.
And welcome back to Caesar Rodney High School. Dover leads 7-1. As we head to the bottom of the third, and Graham Buxton comes to the plate, the second baseman. Folks, our game today partially brought to you by Capstone Homes in Lewis, Delaware. Your home, your Delaware home, created your way. So here we go, bottom of the third. Number 9 in the order, number 26, Graham Buxton leads off, the second baseman for the Riders. And he takes strike one. So Snyder so far throwing a one-hitter. He's well, not even that, because that was an error. And allowed one runner on base. That's a ground ball up the middle. It's going to be taken by number 12, Hunter Chambers, and it's going to get away. So the Riders get their second runner on base. And that's going to come back to the top of the order. That's going to bring up Jacob Armstrong, the first baseman. He reached on an error in the first inning to started off for the Riders. That's going to be a ball low to Armstrong. Bottom of the third, 7-1 lead for the Senators. And it's going to be ball 2 to Armstrong. And the 2-0 count. And it's going to be ball 3 to Armstrong. You can hear the wind through the mic's really starting to pick up, probably about 20-mile-an-hour wind. And it's starting to blow more towards third base now. And that's going to be a ball low, a walk for Armstrong. And that's going to give the Riders first and second here. And bring up the center fielder, Andrew Rigby. And McPhail comes out, put the play on for the Senators defense. Score sheets blowing, rosters blowing. Thank God for tape.
It is getting breezy out here.
Yeah, it's late March in Delaware. That's what Hey, don't like the weather? Just wait an hour. Ball low. And we've been seeing high 60s during the day, and then mid 40s down low 40s at night. That's just mid-Atlantic weather, folks. 1-0 count to Rigby. Runners on first and second, no outs. And Snyder's going to step off. And ball up to the shortstop. Going to get the lead runner. And Graham's going to be safe on the low throw. So that's going to load up the bases. And he's going to bring up the catcher, David Dill. Graham Buxton just able to get his foot back down on the base. A lot of stuff was going on there at third base. The ball was low, and the third baseman had to get down to knock it down. We're going to have a visit from the coach.
Looks like this is the Riders. It's their opportunity to have their inning.
Yeah, to have their inning. Actually, we've got 3 errors in this inning, or 2 errors and a walk. To load up the bases. Folks, let's talk about Scott Smith of Edwards Jones Financial Advisor, making sense of investment. He's down in Selbyville, on First Street in Selbyville. Active Pest Solutions, specializing in ants, termites, and wildlife management. Locally owned and operated since 2000. And speaking of Dover, let's talk about Green Bay Turf and Irrigation out of Dover. That's Todd Berger. His son Toddy was a former Dover baseball player, and Todd himself played at Cape and Lopin. So thank Green Bay Turf and Irrigation for their support of high school athletics here on Delaware Live Sports.
I believe Green Blade cuts Dover's field.
Well, yeah, and they do. I think, didn't they install the turf as well? I know they do a lot of work out there. So no outs, base is juiced for Dill, and he's going to get ball 1 after the visit to the mound. I'm not sure that visit wasn't more for just to get everybody under control and calm down, and because Snyder's not let a ball out of the infield.
No, he's pitched really well up to this point. Even so, up to this point, I mean, it's been errors that's got the Riders on base.
Had the 1 walk, but that's a ball low, 2-0. Dill hitting the number 3 spot. Started the game at shortstop and then moved to catcher. And he's going to lift one out here to left field. Rodriguez is under it.
Track that ball down beautifully.
Yes, he did. Nice job. And the runner is going to score. That's Buxton on the sac fly. So Dill brings in a second run for the Riders. And everybody else holds position. Rodriguez did a nice job tracking that ball, as you said, Trey. Gets over to the line. That ball was all the way to the line.
Looks like he got a really good jump and read off it right off the bat.
So first and second, 2 outs. The cleanup hitter, Alex Bauer, started the game on the mound. Now at shortstop. He's up the bat with 1 out. And going to get a stolen base here as heads up play by Armstrong. Caught the pitcher not looking. He's going to go over to third on the stolen base, and Rigby moves up.
Very important steal there by the Riders.
Takes away the double play, correct.
Puts 2 runners in scoring position now, so a little base hit here could score 2.
Second and third, 1 out for the Riders. If I'm not mistaken, Trey, that was the first ball that's left the infield today for
the Riders.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Snyder's done a good job making hit ground balls and swing and a miss. Could be a ball outside. I couldn't see what the first pitch was on the steal. So we either got a 3-1 or a 2-2 count. In the scoreboard, I can't view. It's 3-1. So 3-1 count to Bauer. And that's going to be outside, low and away. And it's going to be a base on balls. And load the bases up again for Caesar Rodney with 1 out. And that's going to bring up Mason Reed, the third baseman. And catcher McPhail and second baseman will have a talk with Snyder, calm him down a little bit. I mean, you're still in your 7-2, you're fine.
And again, that like we said earlier for the Riders, that walk's not the worst thing there. 1 out.
Right.
Creates a force out everywhere.
And he's been forcing a lot of ground balls, so he could force a double play anywhere here in the infield. So 0-0 count. Here's the first pitch from Snyder. And that's going to be ball on the ground up the middle to the second baseman's tag. Second throws over to first, and he gets it. Double play.
Nice little scoop there by the first baseman as well. Shout out to him.
So 2 runs for the Riders. It's going to take us to the 4th inning, folks. We'll be right back. You're watching Delaware Live Sports. Dover Senators and the Caesar Rodney Riders.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Crust & Craft in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located just south of the movies at Midway on Coastal Highway, Crust & Craft specializes in wood-fired pizza, homemade pasta, fresh salads, and unique appetizers. Crust & Craft also has an extensive beer list featuring local and award-winning craft beers. The culinary team prides itself on using fresh ingredients and serving beautiful dishes. Crust & Craft open 7 days a week, lunch and dinner on Coastal Highway in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. See you soon. Hi,
And welcome back to Caesar Rodney High School, top of the 4th. The Dover Senators lead 7-2. And they come out the bat, and they'll be led off by number 5, Tavion Mccoy. He has a strikeout and a walk and a run scored so far today. And just finished up a double play there to end the inning. And as you said, Trey, you alluded to it, wasn't a bad thing, that walk. It was second and third. The Riders get the walk, but double play there by McCoy, and they get out of the inning still up 7-2. First pitch inside, but a strike.
Yeah, with all the ground balls their pitcher's been getting, it was kind of a recipe for success there.
And we've noticed a lot of the foul balls have been fouled down and away. So some movement on his baseball, whether it's down or he's got something that's fooling the Riders.
I don't know if it's a natural movement or he's throwing some type of two-seamer sinker, but he's got some movement.
He's forcing a lot of ground balls here. 1-1 count coming to McCoy. And inside, strike 2. So Owens, Lawson owning the inside of that plate. He was able to get out of the third inning unscathed. And ball low and away. 2-2 count. And here's the 2-2 pitch to McCoy. Checks his swing. Ball low. Full count. And ball 4. And McCoy's going to get a free pass for the center. He's going to bring up Rodriguez. He is 2 for 2 today. Also had that nice play out here in left field where he tracked the ball to the line. Hold the runners at first and second, although a run scored on it.
It looks like they're doing this. I imagine the riders really shade that right field line.
Yeah, he's had 2 down there. Ball low and inside. Ball 1. 2 for 2 with a run scored today. I believe he also has 2 RBIs. And ball low. 2-0 count. And strike 1 to Rodriguez, 2-1 count. He's had 2 blistering line drives down the right field line today. And strike 2, 2-2 count. And runner moves up, and ball 3, full count. Full count coming to Rodriguez. And ball up and away, ball 4. So Dover in business. Runners on first and second here in the top of the 4th. And Dill's going to take a break, go out and talk to Owens. That's going to bring up the bat. Brittingham, the first baseman, he grounded out and hit a double in the second. 1 for 2 today. I believe he has an RBI. And that's strike 1 to Brittingham. Yeah, Brittingham with 2 RBIs today off that double. And there's the 0-1 pitch to Brittingham inside, 1-1. McCoy on second, 1 out, or no outs. Leads away, ball low in the dirt, but a swing and a strike. 1-2. Owens might want to peek over his shoulder because McCoy's getting another step each pitch. Right? He's really starting to.
Yeah, he's starting to really
stretch out there from second. Ball in the dirt low. He's going to get to third on the ground on the wild pitch. So the runners advance. Puts him on second, third with no outs, and this is kind of where Dover got going there in the second. Couple walks and They strung some hits in there and put 7 on the board and fouled back. 1-2.
It's not a great situation. Runners on second, third, no outs with the cleanup up.
Right,
there,
who's at a hot hand. He's at a double in the second.
Yep. I think went Oppo with it too, so he can clear the bases.
That was when Rodriguez scored from first on his double. And that's ball's low. 2-2 count for Brittingham. And ball hit down first, knocked down, gets the unassisted out. Does Armstrong, but a run scores. And that's going to bring up the shortstop, Hunter Chambers. So 1 away. Ball inside. Chambers today 1 for 2, had a single in the second, and then grounded out. Also in the second inning when they brought 11 batters to the plate. And ball's going to drop in for a strike. 1-1 to Chambers. Ball in the dirt, ball 2. Foul ball down the third base side. 2-2 count. Opening day in Delaware High School baseball. And giving a foul ball over down the third base line. Still 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch to Chambers, low in the dirt. It'll make it a full count. So after the umpire gets the plate cleaned off, runner on third, 1 out. Full count to Chambers. And he's going to hit him. That's going to put runners on the corners with 1 away. And that's going to bring a visit from Zach Candelaro, the pitching coach. Zach, part of that 2011 team that went to the state semifinals. As a matter of fact, I think he pitched that game, didn't he, Trey?
I believe he was the starting pitcher for that game.
That's great.
If not started, he came in, but he definitely pitched that game.
And had a triple.
Yes.
Playing up at Blue Rock Stadium, found the gap. The big man got around the bases for a triple.
Yep. I can't remember if it was right or left field gap, but he found it.
Doesn't matter. He got around the bases.
He's got some hustle to him.
Yeah. That was a game that had multiple triples in it because playing in the Major League Park opened up those wide gaps.
Yeah, we don't get exposed to those dimensions too
No,
often.
not too often. So here we go. Brings up Yoder, the third baseman. He flying out to left his last at bat. And ball 1 in the dirt. Runners on the corners, 1 out here in the top of the 4th. 8-2 lead for the Senators. That ball's going to be hit out to right field and going to be tracked down and caught. But the run's going to score. Monroney, good job getting to the ball, but
So make the score 9-2 now.
9-2. So Yoder with the RBI. Sack fly to right.
Dover's got a lot of balls to the outfield today.
They had a lot of screamers. It's going to bring up Snyder, the pitcher, with 2 outs. And they've seen 3 different pitchers, so their eyes on the ball, and they're just making good contact. Pick-off attempt by Owens. Excuse me, Lawson. Runner on first, 2 outs here in the 4th. Dover maybe looking to put this thing over early. Snyder 1 for 2 today. Flew out to center in the 2nd and then had a leadoff single in the 3rd. Ball low inside, 1-0. Ooh, snagged by the first baseman Armstrong. That's going to end the inning. 9-2 is your score here after 4.5. We'll be right back with the Riders at bat.
Home has never been more important. Today, our homes serve us in more ways than ever before. Our experienced Capstone Homes team can help you design and build a home for you and your family. We offer an amazing new home experience that earned us the Sussex County Custom Home Builder of the Year award. At Capstone Homes, you get a fully custom home with in-house drafting, design, customer care, and quality craftsmanship for an amazing value. Create your new home that will serve you better. Create a Capstone Home.
And welcome back to Caesar Rodney High School. Bottom of the 4th inning, Riders coming to bat. They trail 9-2. They'll be led off by the designated hitter, Colson Bennett. Struck out swinging in his first at bat. Riders able to put 1 on the board in the 1st and 1 on the board in the 3rd. Other than that, it's been all Dover. Riders without a hit today. 2 runs, no hits. They've reached on 3 errors. You know I am. Getting cat calls from the Caesar Rodney wrestling coach there, Trey. What's going on with that?
I was just happy to see that.
So here we go, bottom of the 4th. Snyder's still on the mound for the Senators. And coming to bat, Colson Bennett, sophomore, designated hitter. Ball outside, ball 1. Right in front of us, that's Rodriguez. He's had a pretty good game, 2 for 2. A couple RBIs. And it's going to be ball 2. Ball in the dirt, 3-0. And strike one, 3-1 count to Bennett. One thing I'd say about the Snyder kid, not overpowering, but he locates his ball well. He doesn't make mistakes with the ball.
No, definitely he's had great location today. We've talked about there has to be some type of movement. You know, he doesn't. He finds ways to get out.
Right, he's going to give up the walk there, but he's a ground ball pitcher, so he'll see if his infield can get him out of it. That's going to bring up the bat. The right fielder, Monroney. Could be a ball low. 1-0 to Maroney. And two takeaways so far from Dover is they hit well and they run the bases well.
Yes.
When somebody gets a ball in the gap or down the line, they're advancing 2 bases. In one case, Rodriguez got 3 bases off a double. So Coach Dave Gordon has his guys looking to advance bases, score runs, and that's what they've done here with a 9-2 lead here in the 4th. And that's going to be a ball high to Maroney.
Now, are spring sports on a shortened season? Like
no, my understanding is they're getting a full season.
Good for them, especially as they didn't get any last year, so good for them.
Right. 3-0 count. I was talking earlier during football season. I was talking to a Woodbridge superintendent, Heath Chasnoff, who was played baseball at Woodbridge and Delaware, and he said that one of the most important things that they need to do here in Delaware is to make sure these spring kids get a full season, and they've done it.
Absolutely.
So based on balls, it's back-to-back walks by Snyder, and no movement from the dugout, but the infield's going to come together. I don't have anybody warming up.
CR coach looks like they're making some type of substitute.
Yeah, number 4 coming in.
Yeah.
That's going to be Josh Harvey.
Hey, I know that guy.
Yeah, wrestler there for the Riders.
Just placed in the state tournament a few weeks ago.
That's correct.
Had a great tournament. Really put it all together.
His senior season. So Harvey's going to pinch hit. A couple wrestlers on this lineup on the roster. So Josh Harvey comes to bat. First at bat for the Riders. Men on first and second. No outs. Going to be a ball inside. So now Snyder having a little trouble locating the strike zone. I'm getting a 3 geese fly over here. 2-0 count to Harvey. Look at that, Riders may have had something on there. Big jump off by Bennett to second base. Yeah, looks like we're going to get a change here for the Riders, or excuse me, for the Senators. They're going to be bringing in a new catcher.
Looks like the old catcher, he's getting his equipment off really fast. So
he may be going to the mound. That's Connor McPhail. We'll get that changed to you as soon as we can, folks. We don't get the changes out here.
Looks like he's going to the mound. He took his arm sleeve off.
I just want to see who the catcher is coming in. I don't see a number. The strap's covered up. It might be 22, but I can't tell. 22 or 20-something. We'll get it if it comes to the plate because McPhail's being DH'd for in this game, but he's going to come to the mound now. So that's going to be the day for Snyder, who not a bad start, and I think they're lower pitch counts early in the season, so that could be part of the pull here. folks, we're going to take a quick commercial timeout while he warms up. We'll be right back. Your score, the Dover Senators 9, the Caesar Rodney Riders 2.
Hi, it's Scott and Lauren from Sodell Concepts.
And today we're at Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Catch 54 is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine overlooking the bay. House favorites include signature crab cakes, shrimp and grits, our famous 54 burger, all accompanied by a wine spectator wine list and a great selection of craft ales and cocktails. Catch 54 offers delicious nightly specials, award-winning waterfront dining views, and the best happy hour in town.
Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week.
See you soon.
Hi, it's Scott and Lauren from Sodell Concepts.
And today we're at Catch
Barkley Heating and Air. Barclays can work on all brands specializing in air conditioners, gas, oil, and heat pumps. Family owned and operated with over 17 years of experience. Licensed, insured, and a multiple-year First Aid Favorites winner. Barkley Heating and Air offers 24-hour emergency service with service plans available. Customer satisfaction guaranteed. Call 302-653-5971 for a free estimate today. John and Ginger Barkley are looking forward to serving the community. Find them on the web at barkleyheatingandair.com. Barkley?
And we're back to Caesar Rodney High School. The new pitcher, Connor McPhail. He inherits runners on first and second, no outs, and a 2-0 count. And first pitch swung on and hit down the right field line.
RBI single? Yep.
Yep. With a run scored there, so that's Bennett gets around the bases. On the RBI side, single by Josh Harvey. That's the first hit of the game for the Riders. And that's going to bring up Graham Buxton. Swing, strike one to Buxton. And that was the pitcher, Snyder, getting to that ball in right field and getting it in. Runners on first and second, no outs. And it's going to be a ball outside, 1-1. So Josh Harvey rudely welcomes the new pitcher with a single in his first at-bat of the game. Ball high, it's going to get away, and the runner's going to move up. So the runner's advance on the pass ball. 2-1 count to Buxton, and now has two runners in scoring position. He reached on an error in the third inning. And swing fouled back, 2-2. Big swing there by Buxton. Two pitch. Gonna be ball inside, full count. No outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Dover leads 9-3. And it'll be a fly ball out to the right center field gap. Going to be brought in, and the runners are going to hold. So fly out for Buxton to center. Guy gets it in, and we have one out. So that's going to swing us around to the top of the order. Jacob Armstrong, 0 for 1 today with a walk. Reached on an error in the first inning. So we're seeing a change in the pitching here, Trey. Well, now the Riders are starting to lift the ball that they couldn't do with Snyder on the mound.
Yeah, there had to be some downward movement on that ball that was causing the knock in the dirt.
Ball low to Armstrong. One out, runners on second and third. And it's going to be ball 2. So just when we talked about over in the last half of the inning, maybe putting this game to rest early, the Riders are getting themselves right back in it with a run here in the bottom of the fourth and 2 runners in scoring position and only 1 out.
Yeah, I know CR love to capitalize on this, this opportunity.
Close this gap up a little bit. And swing and fouled up and back and out of play. 2-1 count to Armstrong. And ball low, 3-1 to Armstrong. And swing and a miss, 2 outs for Dover here in the fourth. Oh, no, that's strike 2. My bad, strike 2. Ground ball to short. And gets it over there, but a run's going to score. Second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up Rigby. So runner on third, 2 outs. Andrew Rigby up to bat, the number 2 hitter. He's 0 for 2 today. Grounded out to second in the first inning and reached on an error in the third. He pitched an inning and swings at a ball low in the dirt, strike 1. Nine 4 is your score. Riders sneaking back in it. And that's going to be a ball hit to second. And it's going to get through his legs, and the run's going to score. So Rigby reaches on the air and drives in a run. 9-5 is your score. And that's going to bring up David Dill with 2 outs here in the fourth. Could be ball high. Dill 0 for 0 today with 2 sacrifice flies. 1 to left and 1 to right. And swing straight back. Pulled his head a little bit on that pitch. Dover so far 9 runs off 5 hits. No errors for the Riders, and the Riders 5 runs off 1 hit, 3 Dover errors. Had some hit batters and some walks here. And here's the 1-1 pitch to Dill. And it's going to be low in the dirt. Ball 2. Two-one count for Dill. 2 outs here in the 4th. And it's going to be ripped down the left field line. Foul ball. It's going to be up 2-2. Tell you what, Trey Rodriguez was over. That ball was foul.
Yeah, he is.
And he picked it up, and the runner had barely passed second base.
I've watched him. He makes really good reads, takes good angles, and he's quick.
All right. Two pitch to Dill. And he's going to pop that one straight back. Still 2-2. Sun has gone completely down here at Riders Athletic Complex. And here's the 2-2 pitch to Dill. And it's going to be hit out here to left field. And that's going to be a home run.
Let's see if we can see where that bad boy went.
It went down in that ditch.
Down in that ditch there. Get everyone nice little angle. That went out in a hurry, too.
Yes, it did.
Wow. But we got a ball game all of a sudden.
Yes, we do. So 9-7's your score. Dill with the 2-run homer here in the bottom of the 4th. And we might be fighting the sunlight before this is all over with, Trey.
I know.
And that's going to bring out the bat. Bauer takes ball 1. Yeah, that ball's first hop was down there in the ditch, Trey. So
it was right at the top of the ditch. It was a line drive out of here.
He hit that a long way. And ball too high. How about that? Wrestling coach Dan Rigby retrieves the home run ball.
Yeah, he was hustling over there
Yes,
for
he
it,
was.
too. I think I heard him say he was going to get himself a snooker.
He thinks he's at the Little League Park,
I think
huh?
he thinks he's at the Ken Wyoming Little League Park.
Yeah, it's strike one. He'll probably take it over there.
Probably. Well, I wouldn't put it past him. Season's over. Coach can have a snooker.
That's right. 2-1 count coming to Bauer. As the Riders get themselves back in this game. It's now 9-7 here in the 4th. And 2-2 count here to Bauer. And this is kind of how these early season games go, Trey. It's starting to get cold out. Pitchers haven't had any, a lot of them haven't thrown in a long, long time. Haven't had any action.
Most of them probably did it in the gym.
Right. And you get these high-scoring games early in the season, and once these guys get under track, we'll see a little bit less of that.
Well, at least we see the bats are coming alive to start the season. Both sides.
Both teams putting the bat on the ball. It's with 3 hits now, 2 hits for the Riders. That's going to be a ball low, full count coming to Bauer. Two hits in this inning for the Riders, but 5 runs. And the big one coming off the bat of David Dill. And swing and a miss. And the guy have a strikeout to end the inning. So your score at the end of 4 complete innings, folks. The Senators 9, the Riders 7. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Caesar Rodney High School Hennepin Conference Baseball. What looked like the Senators are going to put the game away, the Riders jump right back in it with a 5 spot in the 4th. We have a 9-7 baseball game here in the top of the 5th.
Dude, the Riders, yep, they brought, looks like they brought Andrew Rigby back.
Bringing Rigby back in the pitch. So he threw a few batters in that big second inning that Dover had.
We're in the top of the 5th. I'm wondering if CR's hoping to close it out with them. Still down 2.
So who goes to center field there?
Looks like Garrison again.
Okay, so they put him back in center. So back on the mound is Andrew Rigby for the Riders, the big lefty. He's their ace.
Looks like Dover has someone warming up.
And that's one of those high school baseball rules where as long as your pitcher doesn't leave the field of play, he can come back in and pitch. He stays in the lineup. He can come back and pitch again. So here we go. Leading off is Turner, the designated hitter. And it's going to be a ball low. It's going to be ball 2. And foul away. 2-1 count to Turner. Yeah, he pitched to 3 batters in the second. That's going to be ball low. 3-1 count. Ground ball to short. Bauer's going to scoop it up, get it over to first. He's going to come off the bag. Safe. So that's the first error of the game.
For CR?
For CR. So the runner on first. That's going to bring up. That's going to be our new. This is our new catcher here. It's going to be number 25, Sir William Bauer. Oh, 2 count to Bauer. And umpire making a visit to the mound because he doesn't want Rigby going to his mouth. He's going to switch balls.
Oh, yeah. It is the second year of COVID, so
that's right.
Makes sense.
Right. Well, usually, even in regular baseball, they don't want you going through your mouth on the hill.
Yeah, it's supposed to come off, correct?
Right, correct. But here we're going to he's going to put the ball back in the bag, which doesn't make any sense if it's a COVID issue.
Yeah,
You might want to throw it away.
yeah, let that bad boy quarantine for 48 hours, right? Isn't that the rule?
Something like that. A week.
Yeah.
0-2 count coming to Bauer.
Get that guy a rapid test.
Holds the runner and now delivers to home. High. Ball 1. This is Bauer's first at bat for the Senators. He came in the catch during the pitching change. Ball low in the dirt, strike 3. But runner on first, so no need for the tag. 1 out. And that's going to swing us back around the top of the order. Marquise Guy, the center fielder. And we saw his gun last inning where he got some respect from the Riders as he caught the fly ball and no advancement from third. It's going to be a ball low.
Yeah, both center fielders got some respect.
Yes,
Both
they have.
Had nice little arms
Right.
for deep center to home.
1-0 pitch coming to Guy. 1 out, runner on first. And strike one. I want to thank Soto Concepts, 12 chef-driven restaurants on the culinary coast in southern Delaware. They bring you our down south broadcast in all sports. And that's going to be ball inside. 2-1 count on Guy. You're watching Delaware Live Sports. Benny Mitchell and Trey Mitchell bring you high school baseball opening day. And we have the Dover Senators and the Cesar Rodney Riders. Big Kent County rivalry. Strike two to Guy. And we talked about earlier how the last 3 games between these two were 1-run games, but they were 5-4, 5-4, and 4-3, and now we're on a 9-7.
Bats came alive.
Yes, they have.
Woke up.
It's going to be ground ball, foul, third base. Count remains 2-2. And fouled back, still 2-2 on Guy. I believe the Riders have Cape coming up on Thursday. I'm not sure where Dover, who they have coming up. And I'm looking at the schedule, we're looking to do games. Cesar Rodney comes up with 3 of the top teams right off the bat with Cape, Dover, and Sussex Tech in their first couple weeks.
Tough test to start the season.
Yes, it is. 2-2 count the Guy, 1 out. Runner on first. And going to call time at the plate. Full count for Guy. He 2 for 3 today. Got a single in the second, grounded out in the first, and a strikeout in the third. And he's going to hit a fly ball to left with Nuski under it. Makes the grab. 2 away. That's going to bring up Tavion Mccoy. He scored 2 runs today on 2 walks, struck out in the first, so he's 0 for 1 with 2 base on balls. Swings at the first pitch, pops it up over by the first base side, and it's going to be a fair ball in the right field. Turner's going to advance to third on the single.
Looks like they're calling foul ball.
They must not know I'm working with ink on my scorebook today. Strike 1 to McCoy.
That's why you should always use pencil.
That's right, or wait to see what they're going to call. But it was a kind of a delayed call for a.
It was. I thought they were giving the base hit.
I thought so too. I mean, he had rounded and was looking to see where the runner was going. So 0-1 count to McCoy. Runner remains at first base. Ball in the dirt, ball 1. Ball inside of McCoy. 2-1. So, Lawson, who kept the damage down there, Trey, his 2 innings.
Mm-hmm.
And the Riders get back in it, and now they get a chance to bring Rigby back in. So Cameron Lawson leaves the game with a couple of good innings pitched. I think he let up a run or 2.
Great outing from him. Yeah, definitely kept him in the game.
And it's going to be a ball high. 3-1 count on McCoy. 2 outs here in the 5th. And we did see a Stover warming up another pitcher. And we swung on and foul down the first base side. Full count. Three-two pitch to McCoy, and he's going to take it for strike 3.
Out there.
Kind of like Rigby fooled him by coming right down the middle. So the Riders get out of it with no damage, no runs scored. And we're going to move to the bottom of the 4th. 9-7 Riders, folks. We'll be right back.
Heating and Air. Barclays can work on all brands specializing in air conditioners, gas, oil, and heat pumps. Family owned and operated with over 17 years of experience. Licensed, insured, and a multiple-year First Aid Favorites winner. Barclay Heating and Air offers 24-hour emergency service with service plans available. Customer satisfaction guaranteed. Call 302-653-5971 for a free estimate today. John and Ginger Barclay are looking forward to serving the community. Find them on the web at barclayheatingandair.com. Barclay Heating and Air.
And welcome back to Caesar Rodney High School. Wholesale changes for the Dover Senators. Coming to the mound is going to be number 12, Hunter Chambers, moving from shortstop. Rodriguez is going to move from left field to shortstop. And the original pitcher in the game, Snyder, moves from right field to left. And it looks like inserting in the lineup number 4, Joel Gray's going to move to right field from second base. No, he's going to remain in right field.
Yeah.
So who's our person? I guess if Fail leaves the game because he was the catcher, went to pitcher, but they were DHing that slot. So,
yeah, so McPhail's just out.
McPhail just moves out of the game. No, he's moving back to catcher, as I say that.
So Sir Bauer
leaves the game. So here we go. Leading off for the Riders is third baseman Mason Reed. He was hit by a pitch and hit into a double play to end the 3rd, and he leads off the 5th inning for the Riders. And fouled straight back, strike 1. Early season, each team's used 3 pitchers, and we've seen that for the Riders, Andrew Rigby come back for a second appearance on the mound. And it's going to be a ball outside, 1-1. Riders brought 9 batters to the plate last inning, scoring 5 runs. And swing and a miss. 1-2 count on Reed. And Chambers appears to have a little more velocity on the ball than the first two.
Got a little zip on it.
Ball low and away. 2-2 count to Reed. Around that softball, looks like it's finished up. Girls soccer and the track meet, that'll take a while. And ball low. Gets by the catcher. Full count to Reed.
Couple long innings still have us playing some baseball here.
That's right. That's pretty much what it's been. 2 long innings. 1 for each team. I know as we hit 6:30, we're going to be fighting light. So
I think the sun sets around 7. Fully sets. Cloudy out here today, so you can't really see the sun right now.
Swung, fouled, straight back. Full count. And here comes the 3-2 pitch to Reed. Ball inside, gets the walk. Now batting Colson Bennett, the DH, number 27. He is 0 for 1 today with a walk and a strikeout. He did score a run in the big 4th inning. He's going to take ball 1. Excuse me, strike 1. Not sure what we got there.
I really call it. I don't know what he called.
I don't know what he called. He called dead ball.
But no one's going anywhere.
No. So he didn't get a hit. Nothing on the board yet. Okay, strike 2. So that could have been a foul ball off the
strike there, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but there was no signal. So 0-2 pitch coming to Bennett. Throw over. But Chambers. No outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And going to take a strike looking. And it's going to be 1 out for the Senators. It's going to bring up Jackson Maroney. 0 for 2 today with a walk and a strikeout. Got caught looking in the 2nd and walked and scored a run. In the 4th, he scored off of Armstrong's sacrifice. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Maroney. Ground ball to the shortstop. Rodriguez scoops it up, throws it over to first, and gets the out. It's going to advance the runner to second. And 2 away. And that's going to bring up Garrison, so Garrison will re-enter for Harvey. Garrison 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Strike 1 to Garrison. And fouled straight back, 0-2 count. And the 2 pitch, he's going to step off. Runner on second base, 2 out, or excuse me, 1 out. Or 2 outs. And strikeout looking. That's going to end the inning for the Riders.
So he gave him a breaking ball maybe there.
Yes, he did. So, folks, we're going to take a quick break. Your score at the end of 5.5. Dover Senators 9. The Caesar Rodney Riders 7. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Caesar Rodney High School. Top of the 6th inning. The Senators come to bat, and they lead off with Rodriguez, who is 2 for 2 on the day with a walk and 2 singles and a couple RBIs. And he takes first pitch for a ball.
And they're playing him deep on that right field line.
That's where he's put the 2 down there tonight. He starts off 2-0. And ball low, 3-0 count to Rodriguez. And 4 pitches, he's going to take a walk down to first. So he's reached base all 4 times today. And when he gets on base, he scores. So he scored 2 of his 3 times. That's going to bring up Brittingham. Brittingham 2 for 3, or excuse me, 1 for 3 with a double. And that was a 2 RBI double in the game. And it's going to be ball 1. Rigby seems to each inning trade. He has trouble getting started. He struggles early in the. He's going to get strike 1.
Just a little trouble finding his spot.
Yeah, once he gets there, he gets there. But he faced 4 batters last time, ran up a couple full counts. And that ball's going to get away. It looked like a breaking ball. And it's going to advance the runner. Two-one count to Brittingham. It's going to be a ball low. 3-1. And strike 2, full count to Brittingham. No outs here in the top of the 6th. And strike 3. I'm not sure whether that's going to be a looking or swinging because it's kind of checked his swing, and we're going to call it swinging. 1 out.
Let's call it swinging.
Yeah.
Swinging sounds good.
I mean, he did look back, but he brought the bat around the front. He got fooled on a breaking ball there.
We don't get the official scorebook here, so
That's right.
doing the best we can.
Chambers up to bat for Dover, takes ball 1. He's 1 for 2. Got hit by a pitch, singled in the second, and grounded out also in the second. He had the big 11-run time they brought 11 batters to the plate. Takes ball 2, 2-0. Ball hit into center field, and it's going to get over his head. And Rodriguez is going to hold it third. So I believe that was number 1. Garrison got to the ball and held him to a double. Rodriguez, he had to hold up on to make sure it was caught.
Yeah, I was going to say, couldn't get a great read on where he was with that ball. Because he scored for first earlier.
Yes, he did.
So speed ain't an issue.
So second and third, no outs here for Dover, and that's going to bring Yoder up to bat. And strike 1. Yoder 0 for 3 in today's game. Excuse me, 1 for 3. Scored a run in the second. And takes swing and miss, strike 2. 1 out here in the 6th inning. 9-7 lead for the Senators, and they have runners in scoring position again in the middle of the order. Ball hit the right field, base hit. 2 runs are going to score. An 11-7 lead for the Senators. So a 2 RBI single by Yoder. That's going to bring up Brandon Snyder. 1 for 3 today with a single in the third. Fly out to center field and a line drive to first base. Lefty versus lefty here. It's going to be a high breaking ball, ball 1 to Snyder. And strike 1, 1-1 count to Snyder. Fly ball over towards the third base dugout. And he's going to run out of room. Strike 2. Again, I want to thank Bob Baran for getting us hooked up out here today, getting us some electric. He even came out to check, make sure everything was working good. One of the many good athletic directors around the Henlopen Conference. 1-2 count on Snyder. 1 out. Runner on first. Senators lead 11-7. And Rigby's going to step off. And runner stealing second. Throw down. He's in there. So stolen base for Yoder. And 2-2 count on Snyder.
It appears he got a strikeout there.
Oh, that's okay. So strike 3 on. Thank you for that. I'm looking at the old score sheet. 2 outs.
Call a balk.
And gonna move to third on the balk.
I didn't really see any movement there, but
Yeah, I'm not sure
I'm
what
out
it
here
was.
in left field, so.
Who called it? The plate or the base?
Base.
He's right there.
Yep.
And strike 1. This brings up Turner, the designated hitter. He is 0 for 1 today. 2 walks. And reached by error in the 5th. And you got a hold of that one coming to left. Wisniewski underneath it and makes the final out of the inning. So after 6.5, it's the Dover Senators 11, the Caesar Riders 7. Folks, we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is a perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Thompson.
Folks, as we get closer to summer, I'm thinking next couple weeks, Louis Pizza, home of the grinder. In Rehoboth Beach, 11 Rehoboth Avenue, just steps away from the beach and boardwalk. Home of the grinder. They also have some pretty good pizza down there, too. Lasher's Barbecue, Long Neck Road. I know they're open on the weekends, Lasher's Barbecue. They're getting piggy with it. Try the pit beef down there, folks. It's excellent. I guarantee you I've had it, I can tell you. Arena's Deli, 7 locations throughout the state, downtown Rehoboth Beach. Arena's Cafe on Highway 1 Rehoboth, and in Lewis at the Village of 5 Points, at the airport in Georgetown, Long Neck, Milford, and their Newark location on Main Street. Active Pest Solutions, specializing in ants, termites, and wildlife management. Locally owned and operated since 2000. I can tell you they specialize in snakes, too, because I call them all the time to get them out of my yard and from under my property. So here we go. Bottom of the 6th inning. The Riders lead off with Graham Buxton, and he takes the first pitch of ball. Buxton 0 for 2 today, reached by error, and flew out to center field. And takes strike 1, 1-1 count on Buxton, playing second base today for Caesar Rodney, the freshman. Two 1 count on Buxton. And ball low in the dirt. 3-1 count to Buxton. Batting in the 9-hole today for Caesar Rodney. And ball 4. Base on balls for Buxton. And that's going to bring us around to the top of the order. Jacob Armstrong, the first baseman, the senior. He is 0 for 2 today. Has a walk, reached on an error, and grounded out. It's a shortstop. That's going to be a ball outside. And throw over attempt to first. Buxton back in time. And ball 2 to Armstrong. 2-0 count. Temperature starting to drop here at Caesar Rodney here in Camden. Or as they actually Camden, Wyoming, I guess technically. Right on the border of the two towns.
Right on the line.
Strike on the inside corner, 2-1 count. I think the last time the Riders won a title in baseball, I'd say 75? 1975. Ball hit to center, and Guy trots a couple steps back and makes the play. One away on the fly ball to center field. And that's going to bring up Andrew Rigby to the plate, the pitcher. 0 for 3 today, reached on 2 errors and grounded out in the first. Chambers, his second inning of work here for the Senators. Third pitcher for them today. And first pitch high, ball 1. So, Tracer, start Major League Baseball getting ready to start up. I know you're a Yankees fan, but
yes, sir.
Who's the favorite, you think, this year?
Wow, my bias says Yankees, but looking at the Dodgers are very tough. Mm-hmm. San Diego Padres have really built up their rotation. Mm-hmm. Yankees, they're known for their bats, and they've built up their rotation a little bit with some veterans. And then, the AL East is always tough. I mean, the Rays came out of not nowhere last year, but played above expectations and were a game or two away from getting in the World Series. Always the Astros are tough, as long as they're not beating trash cans. Sorry, I can't do it. Yankees fan, I'll foul that.
That's a good one.
No, but I definitely think for the National League, it's Dodgers and the Padres are definitely the front runners right now with 8 days to go for the season starts.
As we talked about earlier, the Dover in their Dodger-like uniforms.
They do look a lot like the Dodgers. Got the red numbers right underneath.
All right, Coach Gordon makes the mound visit here after a 2-0 count to Rigby. Try to get Chambers under control and back in the groove. 1 out. 2-0 count to Rigby, runner on first base. 6th inning, 11-7 for Senators. And we strike, look like maybe outside corner, 2-1.
I know the Blue Jays have built up their team a little bit too. They're looking pretty tough coming out of the AL East.
A week away from Major League Baseball opening up. And I hear there's going to be some fans too.
Yeah, a lot of stadiums, I believe.
Swing fouled back, 2-2.
I know the Yankees are opening up at 20%. I want to say the Orioles are going to have 50%. I imagine the more south you go, the more they're more open.
2-2 count coming to Rigby. 1 out. And fouls it straight back, or not straight back, a little bit over the third base dugout. Still 2-2. Andrew's brother Ryan played here for the Riders, now playing at Delaware State University. We talked about Rodriguez committed to DSU. And gets one up to second base, scoops it up, gets one at second, and over to first. Double play for the Dover Senators.
Big double play there.
Wow. So that's a 5-6-3 or 4-6-3.
4-6-3.
So, folks, we're going to go to the top of the 7th. Final inning. We'll be right back with more of Henley Open Conference Baseball. Dover Senators 11, Caesar Rodney Riders 7. And welcome back to Caesar Rodney High School. We're in the top of the 7th with the Riders up 4. They lead 11-7 here in the opening day of high school baseball in the state of Delaware in the Henley Open Conference.
Sun's found some sky here right behind
Yeah, it has. It was behind clouds for like the last 3 innings, and we kind of wanted that to keep us warm.
Yeah.
We had to revert to sweatshirts instead.
Unfortunately, it's sitting right behind these trees here.
Right.
The trail that runs to Old Brecknock Park, separating the
Right.
development from the high school.
So here we go. Coming up for Dover is their number 9 batter. Let's see. I think we have a change here.
This is number 4.
Okay, so 4 is re-entering. Bauer's re-entering the game for Dover because that's where they had Bauer batting. So this is number 4, Joel Gray, hit by a pitch in the second inning.
Oh, sorry about that.
Flew out to first, and this is his third at bat, and this one's hit to left field. Wisniewski getting under it and makes the out. 1 away for the Riders. Wisniewski had a busy day out here in left field. It's about his 3rd or 4th catch. So 1 out for Dover. And that's going to bring up the top of the order Marquise Guy. And he takes strike 1. 1 for 4 today. Had a single in the second, ground out in the first, struck out in the third, and flew out to left field in the 5th. And going to pop that one straight back. 0-2 count on Guy. To delivery low in the dirt. 1-2 count on Guy. 1 out here in the 7th. Riders have one more chance at it, and they did have a big inning in the 5th. So, and bounces it to the plate. 2-2. Bounce the third one. That's still, you know what you're trying to do there. You're trying to get him to hit that ball at 58 feet, but
Yep. He's,
right now he's throwing about 50 feet, so he's not fooling Guy.
I feel like he's gripping a little hard and releasing a little late, maybe.
A little tight grip there, loosen that grip up a little bit. Now he's got full count, so he's got to come to him here. Full count, 1 out, nobody on base. And it's going to be low for ball 4. So base on balls for Guy, and he reaches base for the 2nd time today. That's going to bring up the second baseman, number 5, Tavion Mccoy. Tavion 0 for 2 today, 2 strikeouts and 2 walks, but he has scored on both of those walks. He's going to take a ball inside. I think the last time the Riders were on 302, when we were 302 Sports, was out of Frawley Stadium. We'll be doing some games up there again this year. Ball low in the dirt and a stolen base at the same time. So 2-0 count and the runner moves up.
Now, what does that go as in the book? A wild pitch, a stolen base?
If anything, a pass ball.
Pass ball?
Yeah.
It's been a while, man. I got to
Right.
get re-engaged.
I mean, he was
with the
stealing
lower
it,
parts
but
of the game.
it's up to the score. I'm going pass baller because swing foul ball. Strike 1, 2-1 count. And one thing I have noted, the Senators' base running is pretty on point here in game 1 of the season. And they took some extra bases today. And, had they not done that in that second inning, it might not be 11-7 right now.
Yeah,
We had the one play where Rodriguez scored from first base on the double left. High stealing third. Ty got him. And he's out on the stolen base. So good throw there by, I believe that's Garrison back behind the plate now.
Right on the money with that
Garrison's
throw.
in center field. Dill.
Hey, right on the money with that throw.
2-2 count.
Center has been thinking about jumping him a few times going to third.
Right.
Rigby, he takes a little bit longer with that leg kick there. But he threw
he threw a dart down there.
He got the ball to the plate quicker than they expected, I think, and he threw a dart right to third.
Reed able to go ball. It's a little high, but he gets it down, gets the tag, 2 outs, and we now have 2-2 here with 2 outs on McCoy. Swing and a miss. Ends the inning with a strikeout. So we will move to the bottom half of the 7th with the Riders down 4. They got to get to work, and they're at number 3 in the lineup. So, folks, we'll be right back with the bottom of the last.
Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon.
Has never been more important. Today, our homes serve us in more ways than ever before. Our experienced Capstone Homes team can help you design and build a home for you and your family. We offer an amazing new home experience that earned us the Sussex County Custom Home Builder of the Year Award. At Capstone Homes, you get a fully custom home with in-house drafting, design, customer care, and quality craftsmanship for an amazing value. Create your new home that will serve you better. Create a Capstone Home. Home has never been more important. Today, our homes serve us in more ways than ever before. Our experience.
And welcome back to Caesar Rodney High School. Benny Mitchell here with Trey Mitchell. Delaware Live Sports, our first ever high school baseball game on Delaware Live Sports. It's opening day in the 10-11 conference. 11-7 is your score. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Riders trail. And they're going to start off with the guy that hit the home run in the 4th.
Yep.
David Dill.
Yep, Dover's coach is center. No doubles. Get back a little bit.
All right.
Ball in front of you.
He is 1 for 1 today. He had 2 sacrifice flies and the 2-run homer. And he's going to take ball 1. And got strike 1, 1-1 count on Dill. And he hit a blistering line drive right to the right of us. And swing and a miss, big swing. He was going for home run number 2 on that one.
Hey.
Go hard or go home, right?
Yeah, I like it, but really just need to get on base here. You can't get it all back in one swing.
That's right.
You're in slam range, but you got to get on there to get the slam, right?
So here we go. 1-2 pitch, low and away. 2-2 on Dill.
Tell you, if he swings like that, this pitcher's velocity.
Yeah.
It's going to be coming off hard.
Inside, ball 3, full count to Dill. Here in the bottom of the 7th, leadoff hitter. Number 3 in the lineup. Started the day at shortstop and ended up the day at catcher. And that's going to be ball 4. He's going to take it to base on balls and give the runners a runner on base. And it's going to bring up Alex Bauer. 0 for 2 today. Grounded out in the 1st, walked in the 3rd, and struck out in the 4th. And he'll ball low. And the 1-0 pitch to Bauer, low, ball 2-0. And ball 3 outside. 3-0 count to Bauer. And so the infield is going to have a little meeting here. I think the pitcher actually called that, didn't he? Looked like he called everybody in. So he just wants to relax and get his head back in it. And the catcher kind of failed. Tell him it's all right. 3-0. Come on, let's get this guy. Got a 4-run cushion. Defense behind you. So here we go. 3-0 pitch coming to Bauer. No outs here in the 7th inning. Bottom of the 7th for the Riders. Trailing by 4. And that's going to be low for ball 4. So that's going to bring up Mason Reed. That's 2 straight walks for Chambers. Mason Reed so far today, 0 for 2. Struck out in the 2nd. Walked in the 4th and scored, and then grounded out to shortstop in the 5th. And going to start off with a strike here on Reed, 0-1. And swing and a miss for Reed, 0-2 count. It looks like they have a pinch hitter getting ready to come up for the DH in Mcavoy. Ball high, 1-2 count. And called, 3rd strike, 1 away.
Going down and looking. That's tough to do.
Yes, it is. So this is going to bring up pinch hitter, number 19, Connor Mcavoy, the senior. He'll come up with 1 out here in the 7th. Softly for his first appearance of the game. Runners on 1st and 2nd, 1 out.
And we've seen a couple double plays at Dover here, so you know what they're thinking.
That's right. 11-7 is your score. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Pinch hitter Mcavoy comes to the plate. Chambers on the mound for his 3rd inning and looks over to 2nd and doesn't make the throw. So reset. First pitch coming to Mcavoy. And swing and miss. Ball up high. Oh, 1 pitch coming to Mcavoy. And ball 1. And ball 2, 2-1 count to Mcavoy. And they pick the runner throwback to 1st. Get the runner at 1st, but the other runner advances to 3rd. So that's going to bring 2 outs. So 2 away. And a 2-1 count. Ball high to Mcavoy, 3-1. And ball 4, wild pitch, and the run's going to score. So the Riders down 3 now with 2 outs. That's going to bring up Monroe. Now we're going to have another pinch hitter. It's going to bring up number 7, Anthony Hatch. So the runner on first, 2 outs, 11-8 your score. Anthony Hatch, first at bat of the game. And strike 1 to Hatch. Ball low and away, 1-1 count. And strike 2, 1-2 on Hatch. Dover dugout comes to their feet, and ball 2.
Dover wanted that.
They wanted that when they were on the way off the field, weren't they? 2-2 count coming to Hatch. And foul straight back. Still 2-2. And here's the 2-2 delivery. And strike 3 looking, and that's the ball game, folks. Quick wrap up here. Your final score: the Dover Senators 11, the Caesar Rodney Riders 8. Dover 11 runs on 6 hits. They did commit 3 errors, and the Caesar Rodney Riders 8 runs on 2 hits and 1 error. So a combined 2-hitter by the Dover pitching staff as 3 pitchers went to the mound. Folks, thank you for watching Delaware Live Sports from Caesar Rodney High School. That's a wrap. From Brady Mitchell and Trey Mitchell and 302 Delaware Live Sports, powered by 302. Dover 11, Caesar Rodney 8.